Welcome, everyone, to a night unlike any other. Settle in, grab your popcorn or, in this case, maybe a giant fern leaf because tonight, the curtains rise on the first ever Jurassic Jungle Comedy Night. The air is thick with anticipation. The spotlights are cutting through the prehistoric mist, and the stage, nestled right at the base of a gently smoking volcano, is set for a legend. And who, you ask, is our headliner? Forget everything you thought you knew about ferocious predators. Tonight, he's trading his hunting growls for gut-busting punchlines. Give it up for the one, the only, the comedian, the chaos creator, the Carnotaurus. He's here, he's horned, and he's ready to bring down the house, literally. I'm not kidding. The structural integrity of this jungle clearing is questionable at best. Look at this crowd. It's a real who's who of the Cretaceous period. We've got a pack of raptors in the back, trying to look cool, but you can see them giggling. A herd of triceratops is taking up the entire left side, their frills shaking with laughter. And, oh, there he is, right in the front row, looking as grumpy as ever a T-Rex who clearly got dragged here by his friends. He's got his little arms crossed and a scowl on his face that says, "This better be funny." The pressure is on. Carnotaurus takes the stage, taps the primitive rock microphone, and a cloud of dust poofs into the air. He clears his throat and leans in. So, he begins, his voice a low rumble. I was talking to a brachiosaurus the other day. I said, "Hey, how's the weather up there?" He looked down at me and said, "It's raining." Then he spit on me. Tough crowd. The jokes start flying faster than a pterodactyl with a tailwind. Why don't dinosaurs ever play poker in the jungle? Too many cheetahs. A few groans from the raptors, but the triceratops love it. What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary? A thesaurus. The ground starts to tremble. Not from an earthquake, but from the sheer force of collective dino laughter. He's on a roll. Why don't dinosaurs like fast food? He bellows, pacing the stage. He pauses, letting the tension build, because they can't catch it. The entire jungle erupts. The volcano behind him lets out a celebratory puff of smoke. Even the grumpy T-Rex in the front row cracks a tiny, almost unnoticeable smile. This is comedy gold. 65 million years in the making. But just as Carnotaurus is about to deliver his next killer punchline, something strange happens. The fossilized microphone in his claw begins to pulse with an eerie, otherworldly green light. A mysterious echo whispers through the ferns, and the temperature drops. The laughing crowd falls silent. A shimmering, translucent figure begins to materialize on stage, right next to our bewildered comedian. It's a ghost, but not just any ghost. This is the spectral form of the legendary prehistoric stand-up comic, the one and only Dino Dangerfield. The ghostly comedian, his form flickering like a campfire, points a transparent claw at Carnotaurus. "I tell ya," his ghostly voice echoes, "I get no respect. I was the king of comedy back in my day." You think you're funny, kid? You think telling jokes about fast food is the peak of comedic genius? Dino Dangerfield floats closer, a mischievous glint in his spectral eyes. "I challenge you to the ultimate comedy roast battle. Joke for joke, roar for roar. Let's see who the real king of Jurassic comedy is." Carnotaurus, never one to back down from a challenge, grins. "You're on, old-timer, but be warned, my jokes actually kill." The crowd roars its approval. The battle is on. Dino Dangerfield fires the first shot. This Carnotaurus, he's so ugly. When he was born, the doctor slapped his mother. I tell ya, no respect. The jungle is electrified. A stegosaurus in the third row, who's had a bit too much fermented berry juice, starts heckling. "Your plates are crooked," he yells at the ghost. Pterodactyls, sensing the epic nature of this event, begin circling overhead, dropping bits of popcorn on the audience below like a prehistoric snack delivery service. Carnotaurus fires back. Dino Dangerfield is so old, his social security number is 1. He remembers when the continents were still together, because he was the one pushing them apart. The force of the punchline sends a shockwave through the air. A small meteor that was casually passing by our planet's atmosphere suddenly screeches to a halt, hovering in the sky as if to get a better listen. You don't see that every day. The stage itself seems to come alive. With every joke, the volcano sputters, sending up spectacular lava-fueled lighting effects. The acoustics of the clearing have gone haywire. A nearby cave of echoes has started repeating every bad punchline, making them 10 times louder and 10 times more cringeworthy. No respect echoes through the valley, over and over again. The roast battle is reaching its climax. Dino Dangerfield floats right up to Carnotaurus' face. "Your arms are so short," he taunts. "You have to clap your cheeks to applaud." Oof! A low blow! But Carnotaurus is ready. He takes a deep breath. The crowd leaning in. "Well, at least I have arms. You're so transparent. I can see the bad jokes you're thinking of for next week." Carnotaurus is in the zone now, riffing, roasting, and rolling with laughter. He's a whirlwind of prehistoric wit. He roasts the raptors for their pack mentality, the triceratops for their ridiculous frills, and even dares to joke about the T-Rex's tiny arms again. The T-Rex, against all odds, is now belly laughing, tears streaming down his scaly face. Even the ghost of Dino Dangerfield can't keep a straight, straightish, spectral face. A ghostly chuckle escapes his lips. It's time for the final joke. The one to end it all. Carnotaurus looks out at the star-filled sky, at the hovering meteor, at the roaring crowd. He looks at the spectral legend before him and delivers the final blow. "You know," he says, with a perfect comedic pause, "they say, laughter is the best medicine. But if you're a dinosaur, a meteor is a pretty close second." The crowd goes wild. The laughter is so powerful, so earth-shatteringly loud, that it shakes the very stars in the sky. The hovering meteor seems to wobble, as if it's laughing too, before finally continuing on its cosmic journey.
Dino Dangerfield smiles. A genuine, warm smile.
He gives Carnotaurus a spectral nod of respect.
"Kid," his voice echoes softly. "You got it."
With that, the ghost of the legendary comedian begins to fade away, leaving behind a single object on the stage floor. A golden microphone, shimmering with an inner light. A trophy. A passing of the torch. The crowd is on its feet. A standing ovation that echoes across 65 million years. They begin to chant, their voices a thunderous chorus that shakes the jungle to its core. Carnu, Carnu. As the Vanandaleaf curtain falls, our hero, the Carnotaurus, stands alone on the stage, holding his golden mic, basking in the glory. It was a night of non-stop Jurassic jokes, of chaotic comedy and wild adventure. It was, without a doubt, the funniest stand-up show in prehistoric history. Thank you so much for joining us on this wild ride. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. We'll see you next time.